Hello students, as we started our second lesson of 8th standard, that is interior of the earth, interior of the earth, and we saw different types of layers of the interior of the earth: crust, mantle, core. So we will see in detail about continental crust, oceanic crust, mantle. So keep textbook in front of you. See page number 12. Continental crust. The continents are mainly composed of silica and aluminium. Note down that. So these components are there in continental crust. They are silica and aluminium. Note down in your notebook. So I am giving markings. Okay. So note down all the points according to your exercise questions. Okay. Because of their high proportion in this layer, the layer was earlier known as CM. For fill in the blank, you should have to note down this also. Because of their high proportion, high density in this layer, the layer was earlier known as Siam. So this layer, continental crust, earlier known as Siam. The density of continental crust is 2.65 to 2.90 gram, and the thickness of this layer is approximately 30 kilometers. Granite rocks are mainly found in these layers. See the density of continental crust. How it is? The density 2.65 to 2.90 gram cm3 is centimeter. The thickness of this layer is approximately 30 kilometer. The thickness, the distance towards the earth center, it is near about 30 kilometers. 30 kilometers. And granite rocks, usually granite rocks are mainly found in these layers. Granite rocks mainly found in continental crust. So all these smaller points you should have to note down for your answers. For example, if continental crust, write short note on continental crust. Will ask, you should have to just divide this answer, this paragraph into 4 points. Understand? You should have to make 4 points of this paragraph. So these are the characteristics of continental crust. Then oceanic crust. This is the second layer of the crust, and it is made up of silica again and magnesium. It is made up of silica and magnesium. Note down first point. Then it was earlier called Sima. It was earlier called Sima. Continental crust, Siam. Oceanic crust, Sima. This layer is approximately 7 to 10 kilometers thick. 7 to 10 kilometers thick. That oceanic crust, 7 to 10 kilometers thick, and the density of this layer is 2.9 gram oblique CM3 to 3.3 gram oblique slash CM3 is centimeter. In this layer, basalt and gabbro rocks are mainly found in continental crust. Again, so all these points you should have to note down for your short notes or answer it in 2 or 3 sentences. 4 points you should have to make. So properly learn all these points. Then always remember, this box also you must have to learn elements found in various layers of the Earth's interior. Which elements are there? Low to high density. Okay, this one has given in the box, low to high density. First one is silica, aluminium, then again silica, magnesium, nickel, ferrous or iron. So these are the elements found in various layers of the earth. Note down these points also. For match the pairs, name the following, like this type of questions. Then do you know there is a discontinuity between the continental crust and oceanic crust? It was first deduced by a scientist called Conrad, and it is named after him as Conrad discontinuity. So there is discontinuity between continental crust and oceanic crust. There is discontinuity between crust and mantle too. This discontinuity was deduced by a scientist called Mohorovicius, and it has been named after him as Moho discontinuity. So all these layers are not in a continuity. Is some difficulties are there in these layers, in between these layers. This crust, mantle, then continental crust, oceanic crust. There is discontinuity between mantle and core too. So it has been named after Gutenberg, a scientist who discovered it. So always you should have to remember this. This box also you should have to read properly. Then mantle. Below the crust lies the mantle. Below the crust lies the mantle. Mantle can be divided into again two layers, upper and lower layer. First one upper layer, then lower layer of mantle. The upper layer is of liquid state. Upper layer is of liquid state. Note down this. Here one finds magma chamber. Magma chamber means hot lava is there. Magma means. It is through these chambers that magma comes out on the Earth's surface. You know that during volcanic eruptions. So during volcanic eruptions we are able to see hot lava or magma. So this layer is also known as asthenosphere. Whatever layers coming out on the Earth's surface, these layers are known as asthenosphere. See, asthenosphere. So write down. Question: what is called asthenosphere? It will ask. Okay. So this is the answer. Note down. Exercise question is there. See 3.2. Why is the upper mantle called asthenosphere? So for this you should have to write this answer. Okay. Note down. So while teaching, while discussing, I am giving answers also. Okay. Mark it down properly, and internal questions also. This is the homework for you. Remember. Okay. Epicenters of deep-seated earthquakes are usually found here, and mantle begins at a depth of around 42 kilometers from the Earth's surface. See, epicenters of deep-seated earthquakes are usually found in mantle. So wherever all these seismic waves created are epicenters in the mantle, which causes earthquake. Again, mantle begins at a depth of around 42 kilometers from the Earth's surface. 42 kilometers from the Earth's surface. See, 42 kilometers. It starts from the Earth's surface. From here. Restarting. Mantle. This is the layer of crust. This is layer of crust. Then this is upper mantle. Then again this is solid mantle. Okay, means lower mantle. This one. Okay, and this starts around a depth of 42 kilometers from the Earth's surface. When we go 42 kilometers, then mantle start. Okay. The internal energy released due to the endogenetic movements means internal movements. Endogenetic movements means internal movements occurring in this layer is responsible for mountain building, rifts, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, etc. So all these occurs because of these internal movements in the mantle. Earthquake, volcanic eruptions, tsunamis, and mountain building, rift valleys, all these occurs. All these forms due to this internal energy which release because of these seismic waves or internal waves, endogenetic waves. So in this layer it is inferred that the temperature at a depth of 2400 to 2900 kilometer depth would be 2200 degree Celsius to 2500 degrees Celsius. So here there is a sudden change in the structure and density of material too. It is estimated that this layer extends up to a depth of 2870 kilometers. See the density of that kilometers and temperature also it has given, and again there is a sudden change in the structure of material also, density of material also from these kilometers. Note down all these numbers of temperature and distance, kilometers. Okay. This layer extends up to a depth of 2870 kilometers. Average density of this layer is 4.5 gram centimeter 3, and it increases with depth. Depth is it is in grams also, 4.5 gram centimeter is that density it shows. Increasing pressure is the reason behind this. The density of lower mantle is about 5.7 gram, 5.7 gram/cm 3. So that is the density of lower mantle. Note down this, okay, in your book. Then say all these points you should have to again divide all these points in your notebook, all these numbers of depth, kilometer, of temperature. All these are the answers for your exercise questions. As I said that, then the core starts from around the depth of about 2900 kilometers from the Earth's surface, and the part of the Earth's interior extending from the mantle up to the center of the Earth is the core. The thickness of the core is about 3471 kilometers, and this layer can be divided into outer core and the inner core. See, the core starts from the depth of about 2900 kilometers. See this 2900 kilometers it starts from the surface of the Earth, and it goes towards the depth 2900 kilometers. Then we will just see the layers of core. It starts from 2900 km. Note down. And the part of the Earth's interior extending from the mantle up to the center of the Earth is core. What is called core? The part of the Earth's interior extending from the mantle up to the center of the Earth. Up to the center of the Earth. Mantle to core is up to the center of the core. That part is called Earth. That part is called core of the Earth's interior. Means the part of the Earth's interior extending from the mantle up to the center of the Earth is the core. Means it goes towards Earth's center. So the thickness of the core is about 3471 kilometers, and these layers also can be divided into outer core and inner core. Outer core and inner core. And what is the thickness of these cores? Is 3471 kilometers. Okay. Note down all these points. Remaining part we will discuss in next video. Note down these important points in your notebook for question answers. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.